is Ron Connor. I've been working at Sun Hydraulics for about 12 years now. I've lived in this county, Manatee County, my whole life in Florida. And but through my life, I've had many travels over in Asia and Europe for both business and pleasure. I've been married for 25 years. I've got 2 adult children. They're just recently out of the house. So I enjoy playing video games. Enjoy collecting collectible card games and such. When I was in middle school and high school, I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do with my life. I just kind of knew through my dad's side of, oh, he's always ran a business, so I figured, yeah, that's what I want to do. You know, I want to run my own business. And so while I was in school, I learned about purchasing, marketing, the laws of supply and demand. So and those I learned through courses like economics. If I did business management in class, and if I need to learn typing, anything I needed to do while I was in school in order to get those valuable resources. I didn't necessarily lean toward any of the arts. I just kind of felt that the arts, while they are great and you know they definitely make you smart, I just didn't see that those would end up paying the bills. You know, it's definitely a tough road to go down, you know, having a career in the arts, and so that wasn't necessarily for me. While I did go to college, I didn't end up staying because it really felt like 13th grade to me, but a very expensive one at that, where all the institution was really about trying to get as much money from me and kind of leaving me in debt after the 4 years. And I just had many friends and knew many people that no matter what, they ended up still having debt. Like even at my age right now, at 40 something, they still are paying off those loans. So I made a decision to use the skills and things that I had learned at that time was to go ahead into management. And I worked at Discount Auto Parts at that time to be a manager. And I just saved the money, ended up putting it into building a house, having my house at the age of 23. And I just figured that was the best way to set myself up for success. But there were many skills that I learned, not only through my other job, but through working at Sun Hydraulics. You know, they send you 2 courses. I went to Dale Carnegie courses, Leadership Simplified, which Sun Hydraulics offers. And in there, they will teach you many different things about management, about time management, about how to handle business. Like for instance, I use many of the skills that I learned in there, such as there's 6 different types of management skills. Sometimes you need to be a visionary leader in order to kind of lead your team out, onto a new path for the business. Sometimes you have to be a coercive leader. In the tough times, you kind of got to do what you have to do. And then also, you have to. Sometimes it's just simply be a pace setter. Just show everyone, lead by example of how to do things. I've only really worked at 3 jobs. Worked at an auto parts store. I've worked for my own self. I did find that own home business. I've been selling collectibles online for over 20 years and working at Sun Hydraulics for the past 12 years. Each one of those businesses have something in common. You're always trying to sell to your customer. No matter what you're doing, you have something to sell to them, whether they're products or services. In this case, we even though there was, you can kind of take some of those skills that you learn from the various different places that you work. They kind of break down into 3 different types of skills. One is kind of the soft skills, where you can kind of take wherever you go, which is your people skills, the ethics, just having a good attention to detail. No matter where you go, you can take those anywhere. Then there's also kind of the hard skills, which are those technical skills. So if you went to college, if you've got a degree, technical school, you can take those, and sometimes those are transferable where you work. And then finally, there's operational savvy, kind of just business specific skills, is just knowing who to know how to get things done within the company. While that's very powerful, you can't transfer that, to take from one business to another. So definitely always keep working on those soft skills that are going to be able to be transferable. If I were to go back in time and really give myself advice of what I would do, really I don't have any regrets in life. So as far as that goes, it was kind of something difficult to think about. But I would say for each season of your life, enjoy it. No matter what season you're going to be in, yes, there's work, and you're going to have a great time, being able to make money for yourself, but you have to enjoy it. Just like time doesn't stand still, neither does your situation. You may be in a rough situation, like this year, 2020 has not been super great, but you try to enjoy it from what you have, and where you're at. Some of my main advice I'd like to leave with you all is to have a balanced life. So you got your spiritual life, your family life, your work life. Each one of them is important, and just know that if you're not spending time in that area, you're losing ground in that area. So it's one of those things that just never stays the same. So you always have to work at it, and know that your spiritual life, that's going to lead to kind of knowing your place in the world, knowing your purpose, for life, kind of the meaning of life. Having your family life, that's just having support, around you, whether in the good times or in the bad. And then finally, work, I think, does come third. It is very important, but I think you always have to keep things in perspective. Have God, family, and then finally work. So thank you for allowing me to speak today.